Line off the lane, line off the lane. Precepts off the precepts, precepts off the precepts.
Beautiful, man. Brother brought it out mightily, like always. You know, so yeah, we come out here as much as we can every Sabbath to you know, wake up our people. Yeah, to wake up our people and to, you know, yeah, and bring out this gospel, man, because again, this gospel is not for everybody, man. This gospel is for only the ones that are, you know, oppressed and that are still in captivity. Yeah, go on, get me that.
This is Isaiah chapter 61 and verse 1. The Spirit of the Lord, Yahweh, power, is upon me, because the Lord has anointed me to preach good tidings unto the meek. He has sent me to bind up the brokenhearted, to proclaim liberty to the captives, and the opening of the prisons to them that are bound, to proclaim the acceptable year of Yahweh and the day of vengeance of our God, to comfort all that mourn.
Yeah, man, so not everybody needs comforting. Not everybody is oppressed. Not everybody is in prison houses. But when you, like the brother was bringing out to the young prince there, these are signs. When we look into these signs, we understand who the Israelites are by Deuteronomy 28 and throughout the Bible. You got that? Psalms 149, yeah? Bring this.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 149. Praise ye the Lord, and sing unto the Lord a new song, and his praise in the congregation of the saints.
And that's what we're doing. We're singing a new song. We've got the understanding now. Well, we hope that we have. Do you know what I mean? Like through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemel Shai, to be able to show the people, our people, the real precepts. You know, and not just what the pastor shows. Go on, carry on.
Verse 2. Let Israel rejoice in him.
No, everybody.
Let Israel rejoice in him.
No, the Edomites.
Let Israel rejoice in him that made him. Let the children of Zion be joyful in their king.
Yeah, and that's what we do, man. We're joyful in Yahweh Bar Shem Yahushai.
That's right.
King. You know, we want to keep his commandments. We want to be able to show him that we'll be acceptable in the day of the Lord, because it's going to be peak when that time comes. Go on, read on.
Let them praise his name in dance. Slakia. Let them praise his name in the dance. Let them sing praises unto him with the timbrel and the harp. For the Lord taketh pleasure in his people. For the Lord taketh pleasure in his people. He will beautify the meek with salvation.
And that's what that's going into. The meek is going to beautify the meek and his people in their salvation. Right. And that's what the gospel is going into, man. You have to go precept upon precept. You can't just read Luke 4:17 and think that means everybody. You know, you've got to understand why Yahweh Shai was actually reading it. You know, the book of Isaiah. Sorry? Yeah. That's all right. You got 2 minutes, you want to hear a Bible verse? Well, she's listening anyway. She's listening. Go, you got Proverbs. You got Proverbs there. So.
21.
Go on. You do that after.
This is Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 20. Wisdom crieth without. She uttereth her voice in the streets. She crieth in the chief place of concourse. In the openings of the gates. In the cities. She uttereth her words, saying, How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity?
And that's what we're out here doing, man. We're showing, we're shouting out, seeing how long these people are just going to accept stupid things like Beyonce's concerts and, you know, LGBTQ and all this. You know, we need to come we need to come up against that. You know what I'm saying? You got 1 minute. Come on. What's your nationality?
Liberian.
Liberia. Okay, okay. Where are you off to? Okay, okay. Yeah, so you know that, do you know about the Israelites?
A little bit.
Yeah, so
I'm not gonna lie, a little bit.
yes, so what we're going into is the gospel and how it's for the people that are oppressed and the ones that are hidden in prison houses. Like, have you noticed that, like, you know, you live over here then, yeah?
Yeah.
You notice that there's a black on black crime in the police. That's how they say it. They say black. Where's the white on white crime? You know, do you know that this is a curse that's been put on us by the Most High for not listening?
Yes.
Yeah, so let me Jeremiah 17:4, because there's a reason why we're supposed to keep these commandments, so that we can be, you know, that we can be righteous in the eyes of the Most High. Because obviously there's wicked and then there's good, isn't it? There's righteous and there's evil. There's no in between.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 4 and verse 5. Behold, I have taught these statutes and judgments, even as the Lord my God, even as Yahweh my power commanded me, that ye should do so in the land whether ye should go to possess it. Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations, which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people.
This is what we were just going into. Wisdom, yeah, wisdom is crying in the streets, and wisdom is righteousness, is keeping the commandments.
So
Yeah?
hard these days though, because right now the devil is ruling the world.
Yes,
you know
that's
what I
right,
mean?
that's right. And we were just saying there's a concert on with that demon. Yeah, but this is what they're trying to use against us. If we stay strong in the commandments, then we can never.
Well, like you said, like the Bible says, many are chosen but only few. So you can,
Yes,
you know,
exactly.
It is that. So
Exactly.
yeah, you can send the word out there and be a witness to God as much as you want, but only the few.
Yes, exactly, and that's why you heard it as well. But remember, in the Bible, the Most High shows us how to conduct ourselves amongst each other. You know, because we're meant to be set apart. You know, get me that. Get Deuteronomy 7 and 6.
Well, I gotta go, guys. It's so nice. I will read
Yeah,
it. Yeah,
yeah.
you online and stuff like that.
YouTube, we got a YouTube.
And you
Then I'll
see,
follow you on YouTube.
and you see that ring as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, the eye. The eye.
Okay.
Yeah, you see. Do you know where that
That's
comes
one thing.
from?
That's one thing I don't really look into symbols. Basically, it's like if you put your mind to something, it becomes the power.
That's right. But the thing
But
is,
when you're not,
the thing is, hold on. I get what you're saying, but you see, like the music. Yes.
okay, this one.
Yes. So basically, you see, like the music industry. It puts spirits on you. You might not know it. The song sounds good.
No, honestly.
Yes,
yeah.
that's it. All praises to Yahweh
But you see,
Shabbat.
these are the things that we need to know about. Yeah?
Yes,
I
because
didn't know that I had an eye on my head. I
yeah.
just saw it like an attractive ring, you know, and I was there.
It's
But
all
it's
good,
true
man.
that you have to look into symbols and everything.
Yes.
The words we speak are so
But
powerful.
like you said though, if you let it will take you, because remember, we're not meant to be fazed by these things. If we stay strong in the Most High, none of these things can affect us. Yeah, and look,
Sister, what it is, remember, what the Bible says, to the law and to the testimony, if we don't speak according to these things, there's no light within us. So just to show the light, we have to show you at least one commandment before you leave. Is that okay? Is that alright?
I want you to do this. I want you to say the fifth commandment. Because I feel with every religion out there, I don't know, many people don't seem to observe this commandment, and to me it's the powerfulest commandment in the Bible.
the fourth one.
Yes,
Yes.
the Sabbath. The Sabbath.
Okay, do you know when that is?
Huh?
Do you know when that is?
Saturday.
Yes,
It's supposed to be the
yes,
rest
exactly.
day, you know, no selling
Yeah,
or nothing.
no buying. See,
But
she
that
knows,
kind of,
she
that's
knows.
like, it's so hard to keep.
I get that, but
And that's where your
you got to
riches
weigh it
are,
up.
you know?
You got to weigh it up. Is
Riches are.
buying more important than serving the Most High?
Of course.
This is a commandment now.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22 and verse 5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
So what's a woman's garment that a man can't put on?
Jewelry and stuff.
No, a woman's garment.
Dress.
And long skirt.
Yeah.
Exactly.
For all that do so are an abomination unto the Lord thy God.
So all that do so are abominations. So if a man can't wear a dress and a skirt,
That
what
says-
can a woman not wear that a man wears? Yeah. No, I'm saying what can a woman shouldn't be wearing that.
Trousers.
Exactly.
Woman should not wear trousers.
Yeah, a woman shouldn't wear trousers. That's a
So
law.
now you want me to take my trousers off?
No, we want you to understand.
Yeah, I understand. I
You know what I'm
understand.
saying?
Wow,
Because we're not talking. Like the brother said, to the law and to the testimony. We have to go by the law. You get me? What you got there?
And that's Deuteronomy.
Yeah. Deuteronomy 22 and 5. And look,
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 18 and verse 27. For all these abominations have men of the land done, which before you and the land is defiled. The land will spew you out also when you defile it, and spew out nations before you. Whosoever shall commit any of these abominations, even the souls that commit them shall be cut off from among their people.
if the Most High hates
This is Sirach 15:13. Look,
This is the Bible. Is it the
it's
Bible?
Ecclesiasticus. It's in the Apocrypha. Have you got a Bible app, right?
No.
Go in the, put K,
Oh, yeah?
no, put in the App Store and type KJVA in the App Store.
And look, this is the book. This is the book.
KJV.
A.
She knows.
This app's gonna have millions of downloads. Billions of downloads, man.
Right, so look, sister. Yeah, just get you can. Sister, this is the book. This is the Apocrypha, which is in our Bibles, yeah, because we got the 1611 edition. But if you buy a normal Bible, it won't be in there. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, because it's got it on there as well.
It means hidden or secret.
Yeah, Apocrypha means hidden.
Because I'll read the Bible for Yahweh.
Okay.
Let's show you this, right?
Sirach or Ecclesiasticus chapter 15 and verse 13. The Lord hateth all abomination.
The Lord hateth all abomination.
And they that fear God love it not.
So yeah, the Most High hates abomination. And if we fear the Most High, we're going to listen to His commandments. That's a commandment.
Convict you.
You know
anyway.
that.
If
That's
you
a,
love God, then evil will always convict you.
exactly.
You know what I mean?
And that's a commandment, that trousers, the women not wearing trousers. It's not in the 10.
I'll bear that in mind.
Yeah, so just, you
because
know.
we're all sinners
Exactly.
in God's eyes,
Exactly.
but then you can change
But,
your
and
ways.
then that's what the gospel's for. We're out here to turn the sinners to righteousness. You know,
Thank
we're
you,
not
God.
out here trying to preach the righteous, because they should know it already and keep the commandments. You know what I'm saying?
And when you got a chance, embrace your natural hair. Just
All right,
embrace
no
it, yeah?
problem.
Because it's powerful. The Most High made it
Yes.
that way.
It's
Because
our antenna.
so the Most High has got woolly hair as well.
It's our antenna.
Right? The Most High has got woolly hair, so we should want to be like the Most High, not wanting to look like these Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
That's right, man. No,
Have a good day.
yes, you too, man. Yeah. You should get the channel. Yes, all right. Cool. Shalom. Yeah, man.
Shalom.
All praises to Yahweh Bashim Shai. Do you know what I mean? You know, the sheep hear the voice, man. You know, and that's what the wisdom's crying without. And you know, those that have an ear to hear will actually hear. All the rest is gonna get me 4 and 7. Yeah, but hold that. Get me Job 15. Job 15. Yeah.
This is This is John chapter 10 and verse 27. My sheep hear my voice.
My sheep hear my voice.
And I know them, and they follow me. And I gave unto them eternal life, and they shall neither perish, neither shall any man pluck them out of my hand.
That's right, man. So the sheep are going to hear the voice, man. You know, but then, you know, obviously, Yahushua, when he comes back, he's going to separate the sheep from the goats. And obviously, you know, the goats are all the other nations, man. All the heathens, and even our own people that don't want to hearken unto the words of the Lord thy God. Yahweh Bashim Al-Shan, you got that? Give me two.
This is the book of Job, chapter 15 and verse 20. The wicked man travaileth with pain all his days, and the number of his years is hidden to the oppressor. A dreadful sound is in his ears.
And this is what happens, man. A lot of people are walking past and it's a dreadful sound.
A dreadful sound is in his ears. In the prosperity, the destroyer shall come upon him.
That's it, man. So when they're laughing and joking in mirth, and when, you know, they're jumping up and down in some arena full of Baphomet symbols and all that rubbish, that's when the destroyer is going to come upon them. You know what I'm saying? That's when Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is gonna cause judgment, man. We see it in that Ariana Grande thing in Manchester. Do you know what I mean? That was light work for the Most High. Do you know what I mean? Yo, do you see anything here? What's your nationality? Dominican. Yeah. So you know that your people went through some persecution. Yeah. What's the Spanish? Is it Spanish that you speak? Yeah. So that's not your original language, is it? You know, before the colonizer colonized the Caribbean, you were speaking another language. Yeah, get me that? Genesis 11:1. Yeah, because before Spanish, like even English now, like the Jamaicans, before they were speaking English and what's the other one?
Creole.
Yeah, and French. Who speaks French in the Caribbean? Yeah, the Haitians. Yeah, before that, we were all speaking the same language. Go on, read this.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 11 from the top.
Yeah.
And the whole earth was of one language.
Was of what?
Was of one language. And one speech.
Yeah, so one speech. So that language was Hebrew. So you see, do you believe in the Bible? Well, so the Bible now, the Old Testament was written originally in Hebrew, and the New Testament was originally in Greek. You know, so we understand that before English, it was actually Hebrew, and we've actually gone in and yeah. So we've understood the Hebrew a little bit and learned it. So you see on his shirt there, that's the Most High's name and his son's name in the original Hebrew. You understand? Okay. So we were original Hebrews. Yeah, go on, get me. Go on.
This is the book of Acts, chapter 22. Men and brethren and fathers, hear ye my defense, which I make unto you now. And when they heard that he spake in the Hebrew tongue, in the Hebrew tongue, to them they kept the more silence, he saith.
Yeah, so even Paul, he was speaking in the Hebrew tongue. Yahweh Shai, who's so-called Jesus, he spoke to Paul in the Hebrew tongue. So Hebrew is our original language. So get me now Jeremiah 17:4. But the thing is, we've lost our heritage, you know. The Spanish, when they colonized Puerto Rico and the Columbus and that, they took everything from them. You know, they took their customs, their nationality even. Do you know what I mean? And their heritage. Yeah, he gave them Thanksgiving. We call it Thanksgiving because what they done on that day was atrocious. And you know this, but the thing is, the Americans still celebrate it. Do you know what I mean? Go on, read that.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 17 and verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage.
From thy what?
From thine heritage. That I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in a land which thou knowest not. For ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever.
Yeah, so the Most High, he put this curse upon us for not listening. So we lost our heritage, we lost our nationality. Do you know? Get me Sirach 17 and 11. So you see when Moses, yeah. So when let me see that quickly. Yeah. So these are the things that happen to the Caribbeans, and not just that, the West Africans as well. You know, before we were taken. And all this is in the scriptures.
That's right.
You know, this is how we can understand who we are. Because it just said there we would lose our nationality, our heritage. And this is our heritage. Go on, 17 and 11.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 17 and verse 11. Besides this, he gave them knowledge and the law of life for an heritage.
So when Moses went up on Mount Sinai, yeah, the Most High gave him laws to teach to the children of Israel. That's who we are. You know, we forgot ourselves in the land of our captivity. You know? So basically we're out here just trying to show our brothers and sisters, because we're not all the same people. You know, the colonizer that colonized and the Caribbean, yeah, they've gave us Jesus. You know, and that's not right. That's an imposter. Even in the Bible, he doesn't look like that. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is, I asked you at the beginning. I said, "Do you believe in the Bible?" And you kind of was like, "Why is that?"
I don't practice, but I grew up with the Bible.
So yeah, you don't practice it, but you agree with it. Yeah, so the thing is, because again, like, you know, when it comes down to the laws of the land, like, if you steal from someone, you're gonna get arrested, go to a court system, and they're gonna judge you via that, by you stealing. But that's in the commandments. It says, "Thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not commit adultery, you know, thou shalt not kill." You know, so the whole laws of the land are based on the Bible. But the thing is, they've turned it upside down, because in the Bible it says that it's not right for man and man to lay down together. You know, it says that in the Bible, but they're pushing it now. They're promoting that as an agenda. You know, go on. He's got a piece of it. Go on.
This is Exodus chapter 21 and verse 16. And if a man and he that stealeth a man and selleth him, and he that stealeth a man and selleth him, or if he be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death.
Yeah, so basically there's going to be judgment for what the Spanish have done to the Portuguese, you know, and what the English have done to the Jamaicans, and what the French have done to the Haitians, and likewise. There's judgments in there. But for us to be on the right side, we need to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. Yeah, because we're not meant to be doing. Yeah, we're meant to love our brother. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So get me. So you know that.
Thank you.
Yeah, get a commandment. Do you eat pork? No, but yeah, that's a commandment. Yeah, we'll show you. What about prawns and seafood, lobster, crab? Yeah, that's a commandment. We're not supposed to eat that.
This is Leviticus chapter 11 and verse 1. And the Lord spoke unto Moses and Aaron, saying unto them, Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, These are the beasts which ye shall eat among all the beasts that are on the earth. Verse 9. These waters, whatsoever have fins and scales in the waters, in the sea and in the rivers, them shall ye eat.
Whatever comes out of the water, it needs to have fins and scales. It can't be like, can't even like catfish. I think they have fins, but they don't have scales. You know, it has to have both. That's showing that the fish is clean, because we're clean people. Do you know what I'm saying? We get me in Deuteronomy 7 and 6.
Thank you.
Yeah, one more. This is for you, yeah. Before you leave, so
This is the book of Deuteronomy.
a law.
This is the book of Deuteronomy,
This is the testament.
chapter 7 and verse 6. And it reads, Salakia, For thou art a holy people.
Yeah, so the Most High said we are holy people. Yeah, go on.
For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God.
Yeah.
the Lord thy God has chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people.
We're equal.
Above all people.
No, Jesus Christ loves everybody.
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
So that's what the Most High said to the to tell Moses to tell the children of Israel, that we're special, we're unholy. Holy in Hebrew means set apart, separate. Do you see what I'm saying? So when you separate something, we're not meant to be together. We're not meant to be. So a Puerto Rico is not meant to be having a wife with a so-called white woman, a Spanish. You're not meant to be mixing because we're holy. You understand?
P. Diddy and J-Lo, that's good. That you can do that. Because Negro, Hispanic, we're meant to be together. You understand? We're the same people. We're the same. It's the same nation.
Yes, it's not a colour thing. It's a nationality thing. So if we take the seed of our father as well. So if you are who your father is, you see what I'm saying? Listen, all praises to the Most High. Yes, thank you for listening. We've got a YouTube channel on there, so just follow us and that. Yeah. And look after yourself, man. Keep the commandments. Keep the commandments of the Most High. If you want, yes.
Gracias, bro.
One day we want to see you.
Infringes.
Like your
Yes.
ancestors.
With us, brother, yeah?
Yes, that's
Mighty
it.
bed.
Yes, mighty bed.
Gracias.
Thank you.
That's it. Keep
That's
the
Mariana.
commandments, bro. Yeah, that's all praises to Yahweh Shemel Shai. Yeah, so today there's a madness going on up the road. But yeah, get me Job 34 and verse 2. Sister, come and hear the words, man, the words of life, not the words of death from Beyonce and on this wickedness.
This is the book of Job, chapter 34, and verse 2. Hear my word, ye wise men, and give ear unto me, that ye that have knowledge.
So yeah, the wise man is going to hear these words and listen, man. And that's what we're seeing. We're seeing the 1, 2 that are hearing and they want to listen, you know.
For the ear trieth words, that as the mouth tasteth meat.
Exactly. So we're hearing these words as if like, you know, you're tasting different meats, isn't it? You're gonna hear it, think, yeah, does that sound right or does that sound wrong? You're discerning it within yourself. Go on, carry on. I need readers. Yeah, no, he did say. What did you get?
Verse 4. Let us choose to us.
No, free. Start free again.
Job 34 and 3. For the ear trieth words, as the mouth tasteth meat.
Yeah, so obviously when you hear these words, you're gonna discern whether it's good or bad. Go on, now get me 4 and 4, Mark 4 and 4.
This is the book of Mark, chapter 4 and verse 4. And it came This is the book of Mark, chapter 4 and verse 20. And these are they which are sown on good ground, such as hear the word and receive it, and bring forth fruit, some 30-fold, some 60-fold, and some 100.
Yeah, so this is the parable of the sower, you know, sowing the word. So obviously when these ones that hear and they receive it, and then they, you know, like the brother said.
About the wheat, when they threw the wheat and some put someone on stony ground, someone on the neck.
Come, verse 16. This is the book of Mark 4 and verse 16. And these are they likewise, which are sown on stony ground, who when they have heard the word, immediately they received it with gladness, and have not root themselves, and so endure for a time. And afterwards, when affliction or persecution ariseth for the word's sake, immediately they were offended.
Yeah, they were offended. Go on.
And these are they that are sown among thorns.
Yeah, so obviously there is going to be some that hear it. Do you know what I mean? They're going to take it on board. It's going to be gladness, like what you were saying earlier with the sweet. It's coming sweet at first, but then as soon as you start hearing certain commandments or start getting persecuted for the word's sake, then you're offended. Then that's when the bitter comes in, and they're not going to endure. Do you know what I'm saying? But obviously, you know, we're out here to just do the work of the Most High, innit? And hopefully the seed gets planted, and then they can, you know, bring forth fruit. You know, 30, 60 and 100. Do you know what I mean?
God, verse 17. And have no root in themselves, so endure but for a time. Afterwards, when affliction or persecution ariseth for the word's sake, immediately they are offended. These are they which are sown among thorns, such as hear the word, and the cares of the world, and deceitful of riches, and of the lusts, and of other things entertaining the choke of the word, it become unfruitful.
Yeah, and that's another thing as well. That's what you say in the thing as well. You start saying a commandment, certain things, like, you know, your sisters have to wear more modest apparel, and, you know, brothers have to stop being effeminate and that. And then that's when they become offended. And, you know, it chokes them up. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, obviously the word of the Most High prevails at all times. That's it on that, yeah?
We don't smoke up here, so
How would you like that?
don't worry about that.
Yeah, don't worry, man. It's all good. It's all good. Look, he's got a lighter over there.
Yeah, but do you believe in God?
No, we believe in a higher power.
Who do
Yeah,
you believe in?
yeah, we believe in
Who
the
do you
God
believe
of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
That's right.
Who do you believe in?
in? I believe in our Lord Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so there's no
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ is that man there on the.
I believe in Mary.
Look,
as
look,
well.
look, look, that's Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah, you believe in Caesar Borgia, that's his name. Yeah, that's his real name.
I believe in
'Cause-
him.
yeah, you believe
I
in him. We
Our
don't
Lady.
believe in him.
I believe in Our Lady as well. Do I believe in Our Lady? Because I seen Our Lady in the sky.
Yeah, that's all good, man.
Sky.
That's all good still. But we believe in the God of Isaac, God Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and He is the God of the so-called blacks, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, Hispanics, and whoever's gone through the
There's only
persecution.
one God in this world, mate.
Exactly.
There's only one God in this world.
Yes, we know this. We know this.
That's it there, mate. That's
No,
it there.
it's okay. It's okay. Don't worry about him, man.
That's your
So
God
yeah.
in the world. One God in the world. It's Him. The first God in the world.
Why does he
Last
need
God in the
son?
world.
How would the son of
Yeah.
God need son?
Does he need suntan lotion?
Suntan lotion.
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Do you need suntan lotion?
No, I need somebody to fight me.
You need somebody to fight you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So are you Irish?
I'm Irish, yeah. I'm a
Yeah, of
traveller.
course.
I'm traveller. I'm being up a fighter.
Yes.
Yeah.
But we're not the same as you. You know, back then it used to say, no dogs, no Irish, no blacks.
No, hold on. No blacks, no Irish, and no dogs.
Yeah, but we wasn't
Yeah.
the same still.
Yeah.
We wasn't the same. You were still beating our backs.
We're still beating the backs by God.
Yeah, by the Most High, yeah. No, not him though, not him.
How is it beating the backs if I love him, if I got loads of beans up in Ichabod? How would it beat them?
It's alright, we haven't got a ladder up here though, yeah? So we'll, you know, do what you gotta do.
Revelation 13.
Yeah, come then, Revelations.
This is the book of Revelations for the Edomite. Chapter.
Let's hear the Bible.
Revelation, man.
You want to hear this, yeah? This is the book of Revelations, chapter 13 and verse 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear.
So you can hear, yeah? Every man, go on.
He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
Yeah, go on.
He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
So that's karma right there, man. Go on.
Here is the patience and the faith of the saints.
So we're being patient, man. You know, Lord willing that we are there when we see this but judgment is going to happen for the people that done this to us, you know. And that's the sweet, really. That's the sweet in this Bible. Do you know what I'm saying?
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 30, verse 16. Therefore, all they that devoured thee shall be devoured.
Exactly. So everyone that had their hands on this, they're going to get devoured.
All thine adversaries, every one of them shall go into captivity. And they that spoil thee shall be a spoil. And all they that prey upon thee, like the Irish, shall I give for a prey.
Come, man. That's it. So obviously that's another thing as well, where it says in Isaiah, is it Isaiah asked the heathen, no, Psalms 2, yeah, ask the heathen and that we shall have them for inheritance. Yahweh Ratazah, you know, paraphrasing, man. So yeah, what's it? Salakia, get me that Job again, sorry. Job 32 and verse 4 now. Yeah? Job 32 and verse 4. Before the paddy roller come up, you know, but it's all good, you know what I mean?
This is the book of Job, chapter 32.
Yeah, remember in Mark 4, it said that the Satan cometh to take away.
The word immediately, yeah, that's it. But we still gotta fling it out there, you know. It's like agriculture. It's like the seeds, isn't it? You know, when you plow up the dirt, you're gonna throw the seeds no matter what. Some are gonna sprout, some ain't. Doesn't mean when the ones that you don't, next time you're not gonna throw them because you're still gonna throw them, innit? Yeah, exactly, man. You've got to tear the tares from the wheat, innit? You know? Go on, 4.
This is the book of Job, chapter 32 and verse 4. Now, Elihu had written to tell Job and had spoken.
34.
Oh, 44. Sorry, I've said 34. Yeah, so like
Job 34.
This is the book of Job, chapter 34 and verse 4. Let us choose to us judgment. Let us know among ourselves what is good.
So say that again.
Let us choose to us judgment. Let us know ourselves what is good.
That's what we need to do. We need to choose judgment first. That's why what the brother was going into earlier about choosing sides. We need to choose judgment and know what's good for ourselves. How do we know what's good if we don't go into the Bible and learn for ourselves? You know, they're going to tell us that being a faggot is okay. Do you know what I mean? That we can wear these sort of clothes and it's alright. Do you know what I mean? And we can go to these concerts and do demon worship amongst other people and it's okay. But really we need to understand what is good. Get me that one, 21 and 2.
And verse 2. This is Proverbs chapter 21 and verse 2. Every way of a man is right in his own eyes, but the Lord Yahweh pondereth the hearts.
Exactly. So these people that are going to certain things and that are moving in that spirit, they think that they're right. Do you know what I mean? But who are they? If it's against the Most High's laws, statutes and commandments, then they're going off. Obviously the heathen can do what they want to do, but our people, they're not allowed to do that. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
Verse Proverbs 21 and 3. To do justice and judgment is more acceptable to the Lord Yahweh than sacrifice.
Say that again.
To do justice and judgment is more acceptable to the Lord Yahweh than sacrifice.
That's right, man.
And high look and a proud heart, and the plowing of the wicked is sin.
Yeah, man. So to bring justice and commandments to our people is better than a sacrifice for the Most High. Do you know what I mean? Good.
This is the book of Colossians, chapter 3 and verse 25. But he that doeth wrong shall receive the wrong which he have done. And there is no respect of persons.
And
there
is no respect of persons.
So the Most High doesn't respect persons, so we're not really meant to respect persons either. So we're going to tell it as it is. We're going to go to the law, statutes and commandments and to the testimony, you know?
Proverbs 14 and verse 15. The simple believeth every word, The simple believeth every word, but the prudent man looketh well to his going.
Exactly. So a simple man is going to believe any word. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, every word. Yeah, exactly. Because do you know how Esau does it, and these other nations, they speak smooth words, and they get into you with the right sentences and stuff like that. But do you know what I mean? A prudent man looketh well unto his goings. Do you know what I'm saying? So if you're diligent and you want to really discern what is good and bad, you will look well into what is being said right now. Yeah, go on. Perfect. So this is another thing that we're trying to do as well. What's that? Yeah, go on.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 22 and verse 3. The prudent man foreseeth evil.
The what?
The prudent man foreseeth evil and hide himself. But the simple pass on and are punished.
Yeah, man, that's beautiful. That goes hand in hand. You know, the prudent man, he's going to see these evil things. He's going to see, our people dressed like harlots and know that that's evil. You know?
Micah chapter 7 and verse 5. Trust ye not in a friend, put not confidence in a guide. Keep the doors of your mouth from her that lieth in thy bosom. Yeah, it's not to say, look, don't trust in everybody, man. Only trust in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Don't trust in your oppressor, don't trust in your slave master, don't even trust in your brother. Only trust in the Most High. Don't trust in your children, don't trust in your wife. Because let God be the truth, and every man can lie. Right? Only the Most High don't lie, man.
And that's a famous saying in the world, isn't it? Trust me. You've heard that many times. You know what I'm saying? And we've even said it. But you know, when we say it, even now when we say it, we realize, no, trust in Yahweh. Because He's the one that pondereth our ways.
1 John chapter 4 verse 1. Beloved, believe not every spirit.
What? Say that again?
Believe not every spirit, but try the spirits, whether they are of God. Because many false prophets are gone out into the world.
Exactly, man. So you have to try the spirit, man. You can tell when the spirit's off, you know?
And that's exactly why we say, download the Bible app, read for yourselves, and see if what we're saying is, see what we're saying. Yeah, see if what we're saying is mad.
That's right. Yeah, you know, we're not going to say trust us, sister. You got 2 minutes? That devil place is going to turn you out, man. Yeah, Beyonce is going to turn you out.
This is the book of Acts, chapter 17 and verse 11. These were more noble than those in Thessalonica, in they that received the word with all readiness of mind, and searched the scriptures daily.
What?
And searched the scriptures daily, whether those things were so.
Exactly, man. So, you know, we need to when we bring these things out, if you're that diligent and you're a prudent man or woman, you will look well into your goings. You will try and search out whether these things were so. Because we're not trying to say our own words here, man. We want to go to the precept to be able to wash, like he was bringing out earlier. You know, get the wash by the word. Us talking too much is not enough. Like, not even not enough. It's
not profitable.
It's, not profitable. That's the word. That's exactly it. So when we're talking too much, we don't want to hear it. Like, brothers, better say precept, man, because I don't want to be hearing my voice. I want to be hearing the words of the Most High. That's it. Go on.
This is the book of Colossians, chapter 2 and verse 8. Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, and after tradition of men, and after the rudiments of the world, and not after Christ.
Exactly, man. So going to the Beyonce concert is the rudiments of this world. Do Do you know what I'm saying?
Proverbs 3:5.
That is not of the Most High, man. Hearing a woman say to the left, she could get another man in a minute. That's not of the Most High.
And her husband,
Serious.
And her husband standing next to her.
Yeah, exactly. And women wearing whatever they want to wear. That's not of the Most High, man. You know, the woman needs to be at home with the children. You know, not running the streets doing whatever she wants to do. Do you know what I mean? If she hasn't got a husband, then yeah, she should be out here trying to hear the words of the Most High. Do you know what I mean? Put the Most High first.
Proverbs 3:5.
2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, who oppresseth and exalteth himself above all that is called God, all that is worshipped, so that he is as God, sitteth in a temple of God, showing himself that he is God.
That's what we went into earlier when you were saying about them. They've changed, they've made themselves, the heathens have made themselves a god. And now they're deceiving the nations and especially our people. Yeah?
They get paddy rollers to
Yeah,
tell us
yeah.
that he's God.
Exactly, exactly. You know, now the paddy's telling us that he's good. You know what I mean? Yeah, but this is what I'm saying, man. We need to come back to the Most High, man. You know, even though we went astray, we need to come back and seek him 10 times more.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 3 and verse 5. Trust in the Lord with all thy heart, and lean not unto thy own understanding. And lean not unto thy own understanding.
Yeah, so we can't be leaning on our own understanding, man. And that's what we brought a minute ago. Everything seems right in in man's eyes. But you know, it's all of the Most High. He's the one that makes you do the things you do, whether it be evil or whether it be good. You know?
Verse 6. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy path. Be not wise in thy own eyes. Be not wise in thy own eyes. And fear the Lord, and depart from evil. And depart from evil.
Exactly, man. That's it. That's plain. Yeah, no, but I'm saying that everything what we do is of the Most High, whether it be good or evil. That's basically what I said. You know what I mean? So you know the Most High pondereth the hearts of man,
and it shall be health unto thy navel, and it shall be health unto thy navel, and marrow to thy bones.
Exactly, man. So when we keep these laws, statutes, and commandments, and trust in Yahweh Hashem El Shai, it's gonna be like marrow to our bones, and you know, we're gonna be able to breathe again, man, because this is really what it is. We've been suppressed so long now that we can't even breathe. That's why, what was it George? Yeah, I can't breathe. That's us as a nation, man. We've been like this for the longest. Do you know what I mean? Get me Proverbs 11 and 27.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 11 and verse 27. He that diligently seeketh good persecutes slackya. He that diligently seeketh good produceth favour, but he that seeketh mischief, in it shall come unto him.
Exactly. So yeah, if you're seeking good, you'll have favour of the Most High. But if you're on this mischief, you're gonna you're gonna fall into mischief. You know? Yeah, man. So that's why you need to keep set your heart aright, man, and constantly endure.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 24 1 verse 16. For the just man falleth 7 times and riseth up again, but the wicked shall fall into mischief. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's perfect. I was gonna just bring that one out as well. Perfect, man. So a just man's gonna fall 7 times, but he's still gonna get up and try his best to keep the laws, statutes, and commandments. You know? So what's it? Get me Sirach. No, it's Ecclesiastes, sorry. Ecclesiastes 8 and verse 5. You know? Yeah, because, you know, we have to see these things. We have to know that these things are evil, man, and not give ourselves unto it. Do you know what I mean? It's alright. So just Ecclesiastes chapter 8 and verse 5.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 8 and verse 5. Yeah. Whoso keepeth the commandments shall feel no evil. Slacker.
Right.
Whosoever keepeth the commandments feeleth no evil thing, and a wise man's heart discerneth both time and judgment.
That's right, man. So a wise man's gonna understand what is good and what is bad, man. Do you know what I mean? And that's through the precepts. We're not gonna understand what is good or bad if we're not going through the precepts and seeing these testimonies and these laws that have been written aforetime for our learning to show what to do in certain situations. You know, because we're, you know, you've got that. Get me after Sirach 2. You got some? So it's of Satan then, isn't it? You know what I'm saying? Satan's the one, yeah, exactly. But ultimately, Satan is under the Most High, isn't it? So, you know what I mean? So whether all things